give y'all a little sneak peek into what it's like whenever I'm pulling containers for the broker that I'm working with. So as of right now, I'm bobtailing in to the Walmart DC. So y'all can see out my mirror, I ain't got no trailer on me. So this is pretty much, you know, power only. So once I get up to the DC, get signed in, I'll go ahead and come back and show y'all the container. Y'all hang tight. All right, we're at the Walmart DC. They got two different gates. The main gate is the one that's typically open 24 hours. They have a second gate that they open up that they claim is for us, for the guys that's doing the containers. So if y'all can see, man, they got containers all over here, trailers as well. You know, they got 3 different phases. So the main gate is through phase 1, second gate is through phase 2. But you can get to all of the phases through any of the gates. I already know where I'm going to pick up my empty. I just got to get inside. So I'm picking it up in zone 9, which was pretty much on that one side I just showed y'all. So it's on the back side. So because I'm gonna be running back and forth through this Walmart, when I get up here, I gotta sign in. Waving at me. Alright, so I'm gonna go walk up over there and sign in. Alright guys, so I'm having to do a voiceover right now because for whatever reason the video had no sound. So what I'm showing you guys right here is pretty much a map of the Walmart DC. Where I'm picking up at is in zone 9 off of building 1. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now to pick up my empty container. So now we can go ahead and walk to the back, show you the container number. I don't remember what it was up there, FD something 6188 whatever. That was the container number. So right here I'm showing you where showing you that the container is latched from the front side on the driver's side. If it wasn't latched, I would just push it in, but it's already pushed in right there. At this point in time, this is where I would possibly put the you know, glad hands on. So y'all hang tight while I watch myself do that. Get the blue one in there, go down the line, put the green one in there, go down the line, and you put that red one in there. Alright, I believe all that good stuff is in there. As you can see, play with it, wiggle on it, make sure it's nice and tight. It ain't gonna fall out. So yeah, then I'll walk back to the truck. I'll go ahead and press in the tractor brake, the trailer brake for the trailer. Make sure there's no air leaks. I'll check both glad hands to make sure ain't nothing leaking out. You can hear an audible leak sometimes, but that's with the airbags trying to adjust the height. Looking down to make sure that kingpin release is pushed in. On this one right here, this trailer was barely dropped, and as you can see, there's a big gap from the ground. And at this point, I did realize that landing gear on the passenger side is bent in, so I couldn't raise it all the way up. So right here, I'm attempting to raise it, and it's real tight and stuck. So I ended up just going to go get some WD-40 out the truck. I sprayed all the legs, and then I got it up as far as I could. You walk back here, this pin right here on this trailer is actually broke. All the lights are working. Just like I said, you're doing like a little pre-trip on the trailer. On this one, the pin is broke, but you can see it is turned so that the chassis is locked into the container. Like I said, I was in there fiddling around looking for the pin, but it wasn't in there, so I had to move that one with my hand. Alright, looking on the inside, confirm that it is an empty container. Then I'll go ahead and close the door. A lot of times, whenever they give you an empty, they'll just give you a number, and then you have to verify to make sure that it is indeed empty. And then, you know, a lot of times one of the doors will already be open. On this side, you can actually see the pin that you're supposed to move. Like I said, it's broke off on the other side, but on that one right there, you move it one way, it unlocks it. You move it back the other way, it puts it in the locked position. And then you'll put that latch down right there, and you'll put a zip tie through it. That's pretty much how you unlock the container to the chassis. Walk around, check all the tires. Like I said, down there you could possibly see that that landing gear is bent. Same thing right here. You'll also that one was actually unlocked, so I pushed it forward. I tried to show you guys first that there was no the pin wasn't going through, but you couldn't really tell. Video quality isn't the best, sorry about that. So you just push that in, and that's pretty much it. So you can put a zip tie around it. When we're running the empties to the rail yard, we don't really put the zip ties on it. I've even noticed some guys don't use zip ties at all. I know I do on my loaded containers. I do use the zip ties. So now I'm finna get ready to head to the gate, and that's pretty much it. All right, I'm leaving out of the Walmart. As I can see, I got my container on me behind me. I'm just rolling on out. Like I said, I got a 11-mile drive there, 12-mile drive back. Yeah, that's pretty much one round trip. And that's my day right there, so y'all hang tight. All right, so this is the rail yard over here. Nothing but containers and containers and more containers. So as of right now, what I gotta do is drive around and go get in line to turn in my my little slip so I can get a container inspection sheet. So it's pretty much like following the leader around here, but you got some of these guys, man, they don't have no common sense. So some days are better than others coming over here. Some days I can knock out, like for example, on the weekends, I can knock out 3 to 4 round trips. On the weekdays, I'm typically knocking out between 1 to 2 round trip. So 12 miles here, 12 miles back, 24 miles. So 1 round trip, you're looking at about 24 miles. If you do 2 round trips, 48, 3 round trips, so on. So that's pretty much what I got going on right now. Trying to see if I can squeeze in between somebody over here to hit that U-turn. If not, then I have to drive all the way to the end down here, and then we'll just go around. And I'm pretty sure y'all can't see, but off in the distance back there, man, that's where the water at and the ships and stuff. So we're at like a holding yard right before a rail yard right outside the port. So we're not technically in the port. So technically we're not in the port, we're right outside the port. So you don't need a TWIC card to do this, even though I do have a TWIC card. It's like driving on a crater, man, driving through here. So you gotta drive pretty slow if you don't want to tear up your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what I would consider the lease roads are similar. Like, pull up and you just follow the leader, man, and bull crap after bull crap. Where you're sitting here trying not to tear your shit up. Pretty much. So I'm gonna go get checked in. I'm gonna come back to y'all when I bust a U in front of him. Let me go. Some of these guys ain't got no common sense. So yeah, I just bust a big ass U right there. So like when you're in this yard over here, man, you're not supposed to honk, because that's how the forklift signals you to stop or to go. So I'll come back to y'all once I'm in line to get the empty taken off of me. During the week, man, sometimes, I could be sitting here. I think the longest I've sat here waiting is like 5 hours, So, like I said, some days are better than others. Y'all just hang tight. You got the big forklift right there. What he finna do, he finna lift up. Take the container up. He'll either honk at the driver and then he'll pull forward. So this guy in front of me is gonna take that empty and take it to the port. So now what I gotta do is unlock all my shit, my latches. So like this one right here, that's the one that was broke. So I can just move that with my hand. This one over here, unlock that one. This right here is bent, so the person that was dragging that, so I can't even raise that up any higher. So, like I said, they're gonna drop that empty on him, and he gonna run that to the port. So Gotta hurry up and get in and see if I can record that for y'all. He just honked at him. Now honk is for him to stop. And that's it. Now it's my turn, so roll the window down a little bit. See if we can hear the horn. The horn, hit the brakes. Container is up. And I'll pull forward. Go back around and get in line to get my loaded. Y'all hang tight. So now he got me on this side. I'm just bagging up from where I had originally parked at. Heard the horn. I'm at an angle too, so y'all can't really see out the driver window. Alright, we're on there. Raised up. Now I'll go ahead and back up some more. I'm looking at my gauge, suspension gauge, and we're at 50, so we're pretty heavy. Y'all hang tight. Sometimes it's like a maze trying to get in and out of here. So I would usually go that way, but we don't got nobody coming down here, so I'll go this way. But you got all them guys over there, all them trucks over there, they're waiting for containers. And the majority of them look like they're gonna be hauling some 20 footers. So what I'm hauling right now is a 40 footer. So what I would typically haul is either a 40 or 45. Sometimes I'll have a 40 that's on a chassis that can stretch to a 45. So when they take that 40 foot chassis off, I'll have to stretch the chassis out to where it become a 45, and then I'll pick up a 45 foot container. So y'all can see that suspension gauge right there. We're right around 50 right there. 50 psi on the drives. So we semi-heavy, but like I told y'all, man, I've had one before where that motherfucker said it was at 100, man. And I knew that was the heaviest one I ever had. And when I tell you, when I was crawling up that Fred Hartman Bridge, man, I was in my last gear. What was that? I was in 6th gear, climbing that damn bridge, man. It was something. That's all I can say. Anyways, y'all hang tight. Let me go figure out where I'm getting my paperwork from so I can get up out of here. They have somebody sitting in a car. You gotta find her. Sometimes it's a guy, sometimes it's a girl. A young lady, excuse me. And that's how you get your paperwork to get out. Which is pretty much a container inspection sheet. So y'all can see right there among the dust, she's parked right there. So I went out the wrong way. They don't even tell you where she at. So you either have this guy in this truck right here, who's pretty much like the boss man of the yard for now. And then you got the lady over here in the corner where old boy's standing at now. You'll pull up, she'll write down your container information. Yeah, give me a second. Truck fell out of gear. And she'll write down your information, put it on the paperwork, and you roll out. So for anybody that's leased on to a carrier, like myself, you know that you don't get paid unless you have some type of paperwork to scan over. So they just gave him a yellow sheet. So then they got a little cone right there. I guess that's supposed to let us know, you know, like, hey, this is where you're supposed to be at. So I done already secured my chassis, took my container to the chassis. So now I'm just pretty much gonna pull up until she tell me to stop, get my paperwork, and that'll, you know, show that I brought it empty in and took it loaded out. So y'all give me a second. All right, we back at the Walmart. Still got my same brown container. Yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it. This is not something that's consistent, at least not for me, it ain't. This is what we would consider a unicorn load. I mean, you know, it's not, you know, when it's good, and it ain't always there. So I did luck up on, I was able to do this for 4 weeks straight, and then now I'm on my 2nd week back of doing it. And I have to say, man, this is where the money is at. Doing just this right here. My other truck that's running containers, it ain't even making what I'm doing on this, you know. So like I said, I just did 1 round trip. Now I just sit and wait. And once I get up here, I gotta cut off the old seal. Walmart's gonna put a new seal on the container. I'll go ahead and send an email to the broker and let them know this container number and the seal that Walmart put on, and I'll wait for them to send me another empty. So the name of the game on this right here, they want you to do as many round trips as you can. On average, I typically do about 2 round trips. Some days I do 1. It just all depends on, you know, what they have available for me to do. So like, for example, yesterday I did 1 round trip. Yesterday, which was Monday. Sunday I did 3 round trips. Saturday I did 2 round trips. And you know, and 4 on his back, I mean, it was pretty much 1 to 2 round trips a day is pretty much what I've been doing. So as of right now, I'm finishing up my 1st round trip. It's 10 o'clock. If they have another empty for me, I'll go ahead and get it. If not, I gotta sit back and wait. You know, if I don't get another empty by 2, 3 o'clock, hey, I'm headed to the truck stop. I'll be ready for them tomorrow morning. That's pretty much it right there. All right, guys. So I'm sitting here waiting for an empty. Usually, sometimes I can take, you know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes they can take 30 minutes. I've waited as long as 3 hours. You know what I'm saying, for them to get an updated list of empties. So when that happens, I cut the truck off. I got my portable AC running right here. I got my TV up there running, you know, the generator running. All my curtains covered up, but I mean, they're halfway covered up. You know, some sun and stuff still peeking in because I'm not shut down. You know, I'm not done. So now I'm sitting here waiting for the next empty. Once I get my next empty, I'll go ahead and put all this stuff back up, and then we'll pretty much just repeat the same process from when I started the video. Only difference is I'm already here. So like I said, sometimes it could take 10-15 minutes, it could take an hour, sometimes it could take 3 hours. It all depends on how many people they have and how many empties they have available. So that's pretty much a sneak peek into what I've been doing lately, man. Like I said, I did it for 4 weeks straight, and then it was like a 2-week break, and then now I'm back on it now. I'm right in the middle. All right now I've been at a week and a half. Started it last Monday, today Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? And as of right now, he got me booked up until tomorrow. So if he's gonna use me the rest of the week, then he'll either call me today or call me tomorrow and say, hey, you know, can you help us out these days? And like I say, tell him straight up, yeah, I have no problem helping you guys out, you know, and you already know what to do. So that's pretty much what it is. I'm gonna get back to my show right here, watching some Netflix. If you got any questions or concerns, you can drop it in the comment section below. If you want to get in contact with me, you can send me an email at truckingwithbigdaddy@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.